The playoffs are back at Lambeau, and the temps, well, they're where you would expect them in the frigid range. Just how the Cheeseheads like it here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Coming up, an important divisional round matchup in the NFC between the Seattle Seahawks and the Green Bay Packers.
For Seattle.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, for the Seahawks and Packers, the two winningest teams in the NFC during the decade that just wrapped up. And during that decade, Seattle, 2 Super Bowl wins. The Packers had 1. And these two, of course, they met in the playoffs a season ago as well. And it was the Packers behind 2 touchdowns each from Devontae Adams and Aaron Jones who beat the Seahawks 28-23.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. From the shotgun, a give to Jones. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Forced out to his left.
That's taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara.
That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd. A little glimpse of his athleticism there and what they're going to have to deal with. He can use his legs to dance around back behind the line of scrimmage and beyond the line of scrimmage.
And wouldn't you love to get a copy of their defensive scouting report going into the week? Because that's been stressed the whole time. Keep him bottled up. Keep him in the pocket. But it's the first drive of the game and emotions are running high. Someone forgot that, tried to make a big play and gave up a bigger one instead.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers.
He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara.
And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive.
Is good.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
He'll set up to throw from the gun.
He hits Gronkowski on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down, Seahawks.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
That one good for 37 yards.
We saw these guys have some big plays in their wild card win last week, and they're certainly going to need to continue to put up plays like we just saw there if they hope to continue to move on in these playoffs.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Unable to get it to Gronkowski that time. That'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
And the Seahawks first down.
They run it for the first time with Tony Pollard. And he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
On 3rd down, Wilson. Flushed out right. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
Myers for the Seahawk field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And that'll do it for the first quarter of play. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, 5, touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Packers are able to strike quickly for 6.
I don't think you can get any more efficient or tidy, whatever word you want to use in that, man. One play, 75 yards, end zone.
Yeah, efficient, tidy, excellent words. How about explosive? 75 yards, one play. That means everyone handled their assignment, doesn't it? It doesn't just mean that the defense broke down. They really executed the way that was drawn up on the whiteboard. Big-time play, big-time result.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time, and now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal, field goal, field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Letting one go deep here for Gronk. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. They go play action with Wilson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Second and 10. It's Wilson again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 28. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. To throw again is Wilson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. DK Metcalf there to make the grab. And the Seahawks have made this a 1-score game. Not no good. He missed it. Missed the PAT. And this will remain a 5-point game.
Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. And they're able to get this one across the 35. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Back to the air on second down. It's Rodgers. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he's going to have a Packers first down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3. Give him 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Josiah DeGuara, the intended receiver. But it's going to be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing again. Rodgers. Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He only got a yard, but that was enough to do the job. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. On play action, now Rodgers. Just what Seattle was hoping for. The coverage holds, and now 4th down. So 2 3rd down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down.
A 55-yard.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot, and this score will stay right where it is. These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt them later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Left side complete to Lockett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
Well, it's a cold night, and whether your quarterback wears a glove on his throwing hand or not, that ball is a rock, Brandon. You've got to really drive it through the cold and the wind, or it can take off on you. And that may have been what happened there.
Their own 20-yard line.
Hey, 626.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Going left side, it's complete. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Right there. Jim. 54, Mike. Rip left.
Rodgers now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
4-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a play fake. Rodgers eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete here.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3. And with the play clock reading 4, we're going to get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Rodgers now to throw. Flushed out right. It's caught. Jones. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Packer first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. I got one. Mike 5-9.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete.
Rodgers pass.
Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
On 2nd and 9, Wilson. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. Gronkowski, the intended target. That takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Wilson now on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. He's picked off at his own 47, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
Brought him down.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
At the 33-yard line.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
At the 12-yard line.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Brings up
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
3rd and 7.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. He may try and run for this. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. What can't Aaron Rodgers do? The legwork there getting him to 1st.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Here's a run with Balaj. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Behind the line of scrimmage.
The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
3rd down and goal to go.
Rodgers now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara there to make the grab. And the Packers add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jair Alexander.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
They'll run on first down. Jones. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 22 and a first down. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense. They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he's a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
On second down, it's Jones. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it third down at 6.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. Flush to his right. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Packers add 6 to their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will make this a 19-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup of 38. So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. It's complete. He's got Gronk. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Seahawks are able to close the gap just a bit. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. Wilson will throw again. And they're going to get the 2-point conversion. Caught in the end zone. And that cuts the lead a bit further.
Seahawks 17. Michael Dixon to kick off for Seattle.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And now 1st downs are key. They want to keep that clock moving, up by 2 scores as they try to cement their place in the conference championship round in 1 week's time. Flushed out right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Now Rodgers. And the Seahawk defense gets to him, and they bring him down. Jordan Brooks gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now 3rd down.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Green 18. Back north. Inside. Back. Jim. Mike 5-4.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he will be marked down short of the first as they get to him at the 29. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. Returnable for Lockett. So call that a 56-yard punt with a return of about 11. And it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off at the 28. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown.
Zane Gonzalez lining up for
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
Wilson, the Seahawks take over now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Back to the air, Wilson after the pick 6. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off around the 41. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. That is now 5 interceptions that he has thrown in this ball game. If I asked you to speculate what's possibly going on in his head, what would you say?
Well, if he's as mentally strong as I believe he is, he understands that not all of these picks have been his fault. You know, some of the throws, yes, but there have been a good number of them where he hasn't been helped by his own receivers, and they've turned into interceptions. So he knows if he keeps firing, perhaps good things can happen, not just in this game, but especially in later ones.
It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
11 yards there, 1st down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves, you're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line.
At the 3-yard line.
Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave him with a 4th and goal.
4th and goal.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Gonzalez's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Reed on the return. The Seahawks take over 1st and 10.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this 4th quarter. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Switch. 36 pounds.
2nd and 10 now, Wilson. Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack. Wilson and the Seahawks looking for something big following the sack. It's 3rd and long here. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it.
Wilson.
The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18.
1st down.
From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Wilson. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in quarter number 4. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Again, Wilson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete.
Wilson's pass.
Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 37-yard line.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 16. Well, to be frank, CD, this is getting tough to watch. I mean, you feel for him, but 6 interceptions, that's at a whole new level. It's not a good level.
It makes it tougher and tougher to come up with ways to try and support him. But you have to as a team, because you can't just throw your quarterback aside. You're going to need him later on. But it reminds me of a time that a former defense coordinator of mine told me he was in a game where his quarterback threw 7 interceptions. So after the 6th one of the defensive players went to the quarterback and said, here's what you do. Throw the ball to the other team, and let's see if our receivers can pick it off and turn it into a completion.
That's just mean. I don't know that I'd go down there and say that to him right now. Probably pretty fragile. Well, on both sides, you come into this game with so much hope, so much build-up, looking to move on. One side gets to do that, but let's not forget the others. Tough pill to swallow.
It really is, because there's so much hard work, effort. You mentioned the hope to go on and maybe play in the big game itself. Well, let's see how they handle it, though.